God as Light and Joy. Lecture by Paramahansa Yogananda, November 14th, 1937. All nature is unreal. The supernatural is the only real substance. Today, I was walking on the hermitage grounds, beholding the sunshine all around me. As I passed the stairway to the beach, I stopped and turned on the electric stair lights to see if they were working. But I could not see them, for as I stood there, the great light of God suddenly came and made it impossible to distinguish lesser lights. Even the sun I could not see at all. Vividly, I understood that neither the sunlight nor the electric light is real. The only true light is the light of God. If there should rise suddenly within the skies sunburst of 1,000 suns, flooding earth with beams undeemed of, then might be that Holy One's majesty and radiance dreamed of. In that great vision, he showed me worlds upon worlds, endless manifestations of his light. These things that I beheld are but expressions of his consciousness. And if we are attuned to him, our perception is limitless, pervading everywhere in the oceanic flow of the divine presence. When the spirit is known, and when we know ourselves as spirit, there is no land or sea, no earth or sky. All is he. The melting of everything in spirit is a state no one can describe. A great bliss is felt, eternal fullness of joy and knowledge and love. I can see it in a devotee's face if inwardly his soul is trembling with that joy, as a leaf trembles in the wind. Such is the yogi. This ecstasy can only be known by balancing the activity of ordinary life with deep, soulful, undiscourageable meditation. The way to true freedom. Egotism, pride, greed, anger, and other ugly outgrowths of self-centeredness are barriers to spiritual development, preventing man's escape from the misery of soul ignorance. The right course is to follow the teachings of a spiritual master who has wisdom and who loves God above all else, and to tune in with the wishes of such a guru. That way leads to freedom. Your wishes are guided by habits of past lives and by new habits you are constantly creating. These hold the soul prisoner and make it impossible for you to race along the road to everlasting liberty. On one side of the path of life is the dark valley of ignorance, and on the other side, the eternal light of wisdom. When you follow the guidance of a true guru, you will safely tread the road to freedom. Then everything that you wish for will be born of wisdom and will come to you without the slightest effort. The whole universe has been created by the divine will, and when you are attuned to it, whatever you want is accomplished just by mere willing. I dare not even wish anymore, for I know that whatever is in my mind will come to me. The true devotee says, Lord, I have no desires. I have found all that I want in you. No other gain can be greater. Possessing His wisdom, love, and joy, all desires of the heart are satisfied. That is a tremendous state. When you are united with Spirit, you are king, a king of quietude and bliss, fully satisfied and complete within yourself. In your oneness with Him, you see the world standing before you, ready to do your bidding, because God made man in His image. All those who find Him find also that His will in them fulfills their slightest command. God speaks only through His devotees. To the world, God speaks only through His enlightened devotees. Therefore, the wisest of all actions is to tune in with the will of the Guru, who is sent to you by the Lord as a response to your soul's desire. He is not a Guru who is self-proclaimed as such. He is a Guru who is asked by God to bring others back to Him. When there is a little spiritual desire, the Lord sends books and teachers to further inspire you. And when your desire is stronger, He sends a real Guru. Understand this by surrendering thyself to the Guru, by questioning the Guru and thine inner perception, and by service to the Guru, the sages who have realized truth will impart that wisdom to thee. There are teachers who expect their followers to be always at their beck and call, ready to obey instantly, and if they don't, the teacher becomes angry. But a spiritual teacher who knows God and is truly a Guru never thinks of himself as a teacher at all. He beholds God's presence in everyone and feels no resentment if some students disregard his wishes. The Hindu scriptures say that those who tune in with the wisdom of a true Guru make it possible for the Guru to help them. Comprehending that wisdom from a Guru, thou, O Arjuna, wilt not again fall into delusion. The friendship that exists between Guru and disciple is eternal. There is a complete surrender. There is no compulsion when a disciple accepts the Guru's training. Human friendship is often selfish. When a person ceases to be useful to us, we lose our love for him. This is the defect of human love. In friendship that is divine, love that is divine, not conditioned by material forms, but by spiritual law, there is a consciousness of mutual responsibility. When you try to understand a person, it is easy to please him. But when you don't try to understand, it is impossible to keep harmony. I can get along with strangers, but I can best help those who tune in with me. I never would want to hurt anyone. I like to please all, not by sanctioning their wrong desires, but by encouraging them in their right aspirations, that they may really live in the consciousness of God. God is the only Guru. One who loves God can never take pleasure in being a teacher. He knows that God is the only Guru. I feel as the dust at your feet. This I say out of the realization of that mighty spirit I behold in each one of you. I was to have gone from this earth a long time ago. I would like to melt this body in the divine flame and burn the dross, so that the body is no more a part of me that appears separate from the infinite. One day I shall be gone, but so long as I live on earth, my greatest pleasure is to tell those who tune in with my wishes and who trust me that the only thing I want is to interest them in that light which has given me consolation and freedom and assurance indescribable. The light of all lights beyond darkness. He is seated in the hearts of all. In that light, I see all those who have come and gone. I see all creation and events that happened many years ago. The history of the world is preserved in the archives of the eternal sphere beyond. It is another dimension. Here in this finite world, we behold length, breadth, and thickness. But there is another plane where the three dimensions do not exist. All is transparent. Everything is consciousness. The sense of taste is consciousness. The sense of smell is consciousness. Our feelings, our thoughts, and our body are nothing but consciousness. Just as we can hear, see, smell, taste, and touch in a dream, so in that higher sphere we experience all these sensations through pure consciousness. This is what I am seeing now, even as I speak to you. I am not in this body. I am a part of all that exists. These things I am beholding are just as real to me as are you who are in this room. You have to awaken in order to perceive that God is everywhere and to realize that you have been dreaming. All of you are sitting here in this dream, and you are a part of the dream. Many times I see this room in eternity, and other times I see eternity in this room. All things have borrowed life from that eternal source. Pray only to know God. Don't yearn for human love. It will vanish. Behind human love is the spiritual love of God. Seek that. Don't pray for home or for money or for love or friendship. Don't pray for anything of this world. Enjoy only what the Lord gives you. All else leads to delusion. Man has come on earth solely to learn to know God. He is here for no other reason. This is the true message of the Lord. To all those who seek and love Him, He tells of that great life where there is no pain, no old age, no war, no death, only eternal assurance. In that life, nothing is destroyed. There is only ineffable happiness that will never grow stale, a happiness always new. So that is why it is worthwhile to seek God. All those who sincerely seek Him will surely find Him. Those who want to love the Lord and yearn to enter His kingdom, and who sincerely wish in their hearts to know Him, will find Him. You must have an ever-increasing desire for Him, day and night. He will acknowledge your love by fulfilling His promise to you throughout eternity. And you shall know joy and happiness unending. All is light, all is joy, all is peace, all is love. He is all. Excerpts from the book Man's Eternal Quest by Paramahansa Yogananda.